Hi, I'm going to talk about Maria Montessori and how she made an impact on education today. Maria Montessori was a brilliant woman who found ways to help children who were deemed unteachable. She started out by graduating medical school and was the first woman to ever graduate, but quickly became the mother of teaching unexpectedly when she started working in an insane asylum. She opened her own children's house in Rome in 1907 to keep children of working parents off the streets. The students became avid learners who loved work and study, despite their living situations. She made her classroom environment with the children in mind. How she did that was that she made desks that fit the young children and their sizes, and had tools that were their sizes. She felt that the space that the children learned in made a huge impact on their learning experience. She thought providing real tools such as sharp knives and sharp scissors and had supplies that were accessible to children grew the children to competence. Unlike today, where they require butter knives and unsharp scissors, that just makes the task more difficult. She thought that creating beauty and order in the classroom provided differences in their learning experience. That could be bringing in flowers, opening windows, or hanging up art projects they did in class. You need to give students responsibility and give them a chance to learn from making mistakes. An example of that would be having art supplies accessible for the children. So instead of having the paints hidden away because you're afraid of a mess, you let them go and get those paints, and if they do make a mess, they learn from those mistakes. The sense of confidence that children give from real-life experiences is beneficial, and it enhances their self-esteem. Working in real-life situations will help them learn better than, for example, giving them a butter knife to cut, which makes it, again, more challenging. You want to observe and teach less. That was a big thing that she kept saying, how important observation was in the classroom. Observation is the only way you'll learn how to teach your class. If you don't know your students, you'll never be able to move forward. What I learned from Maria Montessori is the importance of the observation aspect of teaching. You don't need to schedule every single minute of the day out, is which I was thinking would be a big thing with all these lesson plans and everything that we've been doing, how you need to plan every single thing out. You need to let children do things that interest them and let them learn from real life experiences. If they're not interested in something, they're not going to learn and not going to pay attention, especially in the early childhood age. She mentions that it's easier to do something for a child than to take the time to teach it. A lot of parents have that issue, and they just do everything for them and then expect the children to learn better in school. You need to start at home and keep teaching them things and don't do everything for them. Becoming a teacher, having that mindset to get your children to work hard is what you need to do all the time. Don't always give in just to save a little bit of time. I understand why it's important to let kids use real materials and have access to them and allow their creativity to be shown each day in the classroom. I think that's something I will implement in my classroom. I think they should be able to get things they want and learn from their mistakes. I don't think they need to ask permission for every little thing they do, and I think they'll learn much better knowing they have that freedom. Children learn best by hands-on repetition, and I plan to allow my children to learn through trial and error. It's exactly what I was saying. If they work hard and they know they did something wrong, then they know they need to fix it. Nothing is done right the first time. I plan to observe a lot and learn from them. It may take time to get to know your students and what teaching styles work best for them, and that's just going to take time, especially being a first-year teacher. You don't know what you're going to expect. This has shown me that being a teacher doesn't need to be a stressful planning period, but a chance to observe and to learn from your students each day. This is what Maria Montessori has taught me. Thank you.